This man was into drugs for several years, but one ancient technique has helped this addict stay clean for the last 10 years. On the event of World Anti-Drugs Day, Ujjwal's story might strike hope for many in Nama City.
This is 36-year-old Ujjwal Shankar. Now a successful HR professional, Ujjwal once battled drug addiction for 10 years. What started as curiosity soon made him a slave to narcotics.
So this was at a very young age. When I was about 17 years old, I picked up my first cigarette, and then I went into alcohol. And the first form of highly dosage drug was when I went into weed and a few of pills. Pills as was started off as a recreational drug. It was easily available, and sometimes cough syrup was just to give you a high. And that's typically where the friends started off giving these feel of the drug. And that's where I got to know that I was slowly getting into the habit of addiction.
Like every other drug addict, Ujjwal went through a harrowing experience which made his life a living hell.
Typical problems I could face is one is, what I started noticing, I started living away from the society. And I wanted to live very alone, aloof, and stress was extremely high. So I couldn't handle my family pressure or work-life balance, or be it my normal college friends thing. The relationships had a drastic difference in my life.
But suddenly, Ujjwal decided to try a yoga program which he kept ignoring for years. After he started attending yoga, his life changed forever.
Typically, we've heard only through medication or rehabs people get into these, get out of the substance abuse. But I did my course in 2004. It was a 3-day residential program. And typically one breathing technique would they teach called the Sudarshan Kriya, a combination of biorhythmic breathing and yoga, is where I actually felt that this is the right platform for me to quit the habit. And today yoga has helped me because it's got me stamina back, my body is in structure now, and meditation because it calms the mind. So it doesn't take you back into that craving for any substance abuse.
Ujjwal has given up drugs for the last 10 years and says that even the urge to get back to drugs is absent. He advises people who are suffering from addiction to try yoga, which is a permanent and safe solution.
Advice to addicts and a lot of youth who are starting off with smoking or weed, typically even if you have just like 1% will to quit the habit, we've got a platform here for you. And for the others who haven't gone into the habit, please don't even try it, because it gives you a very artificial high. It's not a real high which spirituality through meditation, yoga and the art of living can give you.
We hope Ujjwal's story can make a difference to those who want to come out of this deadly disease and use yoga to get a permanent relief. Vivek Vinayak for News9, Bengaluru.
Moving on, Bollywood stud boy Abhay Deol was in Bengaluru, and News9 did not miss the chance to catch up with the youth icon. What is his fashion sense like? I caught up with him. Listen in. When we speak of stylish men in Bollywood, the one man who tops the chart time and again effortlessly is, of course, Abhay Deol, and it's my pleasure to have him right here with me. I'm blushing, Abhay. Thank you so much for speaking to News9.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Abhay, we know you as one of the most stylish actors in Bollywood, and quite effortlessly you managed to do it time and again. You're featuring, and you've been featured in the GQ magazine and whatnot. Yeah. How do you define style in your own sense?
How do I define style? Be truthful to who you are. Be comfortable in what you wear. Yeah, and instead of following trends, set them.
Set trends. Well, what is the one trend that you've set this season?
I don't look at what I've said. I just know I don't follow them. And then if people like what I wear, perhaps I'll set something. The idea is not to go out there to try and set a trend. The idea is to go out there and be who you are and let your clothes speak about your personality.
You know what, that's why I call it effortless from your side, because you, whatever, even if you're wearing something cliche, it isn't cliche on you anymore, like with the hair.
Thanks so much. It's the hairdo, actually.
Yeah, what's with the new hairdo?
As I say, I've been Wallied. Wally is the name of my hairstylist, and that's his hairdo, and he just does my hair exactly like his.
What are the few things that you love experimenting with?
Experiment with my hair. I'd experiment with my clothes every once in a while, just to throw it off, the regular path of being simple.
A few things that you must have, a must-have in a man's wardrobe. A few,
I think
5 things.
one, a black blazer. You can't go wrong with it. I mean, this one is a casual one, but in case you're caught in a formal-esque environment, you'll still somewhat get away. So it's a great thing to have. At least one pair of shades, because you don't want the sun blinding you.
And what color in shade?
Anything. I mean, that as long as they have a good, decent tint on them, so that they serve a purpose.
Yellow, blue, green, gold,
Wow.
silver.
None of the ones you just mentioned.
Which one? I'd like to
Black.
know. Black? Okay.
What else a must-have? A lot of people are big on watches. Every now and then, if I like a watch, but I didn't wear a watch for 12 years, so I can't say it's that much of a necessity. What else? A backpack, boots,
Okay.
and a pair of jeans.
You seem like you love traveling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an addiction.
A few things that you wouldn't step out of your house without.
I've said this before. My car keys and my house keys.
How much importance do you give to fitted clothes? Or do you like baggy stuff?
If you like your body and you want to flaunt it, then go for it. It's just person to person. If you like your body but you don't want to flaunt it, or I don't know. I don't wear very fitted stuff. Every once in a while I will, but not so often because I like my clothes to be not necessarily baggy, but slightly loose so that there's room to breathe.
And what about skin and fitness? Do you gym? Do you work out regularly? And do you eat something for healthy skin and pink cheeks like you have?
See, now you're making me blush. See, I need her around me to make me look healthy.
I would love to be around.
Actually, yeah, I work out 4 to 5 times a day, and I think the main thing is how you feel.
Okay.
So, if you're somebody who is lazy, or rather, if you're not focusing on your health and you're just working out, our modern day lifestyle lends so much stress. Also, our cities have so much pollution that if you don't work out, you're setting yourself for a lot of problems in the future. So it's not as much about looking good as it is about feeling good. And just working out alone can make you calmer, can make you fitter, can make you better looking. So why not? Why wouldn't you?
Food?
And food goes hand in hand with that. I'm very conscious of what I eat. It's not like I diet. I do diet, and by that what I mean to say is I make sure that I eat healthy foods, and I eat a lot of it, not small amounts, but like large amounts of healthy food, as much as my body needs. I never deny my body food. It's terrible to do that.
What was your last word on your movies that we would expect you?
Well, I'm starting shoot on my next film next month. It's called Snafu, which is short for Situation Normal All Effed Up.
Okay.
I'm really excited. It's a thriller. I love the script. Setu Sriram, he's from the south, is directing it. He's a wonderful guy. Manjot is also there in it, who plays my younger self in Oi Lucky Lucky Oi.
Okay.
And I'm looking forward to starting work next month.
Nice. The last word to Bangaloreans?
I love you guys. I've always had such a warm welcome in your city. I give you all my love, and too bad you're not in the Mintra office. I would have met you here.
Too bad. I'm the lucky one. Ta-da! Thank you, Abhay, for speaking to us. Well, there you go. Abhay Deol talking to us about his fashion statement and his upcoming movies. We wish him all the best for his future endeavors. With camera person Balaji, this is Nabila for News 9.